hope you're all well. So I've already done my base today because I've done all this because this is like the makeup I've been liking to wear at the moment, just really basic, but just nice and fresh. But I just had this new palette come in. Well, I bought it myself the other day, and it's the Anastasia Soft Glam palette. And I was like, you know what might be a good idea is to film my first impressions, or just like me using it for the first time, because I've got all my other makeup on, and you know, I can do my eyes. I haven't got any eyeshadow or anything on. I haven't got mascara on the bottom lashes. I've got my false lashes on, but I can't take these off because they're like semi-permanent. But look inside. This is stunning. It kind of reminds me of the Modern Renaissance palette, but obviously a bit different. But I love the Modern Renaissance palette, and I think a lot of you guys do too. So I think I'm just gonna do some random look with this because it's beautiful. So let's just get into it. So the shades are they're mainly quite warm, I guess, like nice browns and plums and golds and just all the shades that I enjoy to use. So first of all, I'm going to go with the shade Orange Soda. And I've also noticed that a couple of shades in this palette are actually in the Modern Renaissance, like Burnt Orange and Sienna, but I'm not complaining about that because I love those shades. But yeah, first of all, I'm going to go in with Orange Soda with a large fluffy brush. Well, there's quite a bit of kickback, but the shadow looks really soft. So I'm going to pop this in my upper crease area. Orange Soda. Who loves Orange Soda? Oh my god, that is such an old TV show, isn't it? I'm getting old, guys. So yeah, I'm just popping that in my crease, going backwards and forwards, and my upper crease. And that just blends into your skin, really. That's sort of, you need a bit of, you need to build it up a little bit to get, well, the colour that I would like anyway. It's quite light, but that is what you need for a transition. I've got my foundation on my eyelids, because that's usually what I use on I put on my eyelids just to use it as a base. Actually, this feels like it's changing colour slightly. Of course, I think I need a drink. It's getting a bit darker as it's laid on the skin. So that is the first shade, and what I'm going to do with it also is, as no surprise to you because I do this all the time, is run it on my lower lash line. And just orange shades just really make blue eyes pop. So I really do love wearing these sort of colours. I'm going quite low with this because I'll obviously put other shades down there as well, but I still want this to come through mainly at the bottom to have like a nice gradient effect. There is a lot of kickback with this, like it's quite a lot of shadows going everywhere in the palette, but like I said, it's a soft shadow, so to get that nice soft like texture, you know, can't really do anything about it. So what should I go in with now? I think I'm going to go in with Burnt Orange. I'm going to try and use as many of the shades as I can. Well, obviously not all of them, but you know, I'm going to try and use as many as possible. But this time I'm going to go in with a smaller like crease brush. However, this is also a good shade as a transition, to be honest. Again, this is it's got a lot of kickback, but again, it's a really soft eyeshadow. I'll show you what it looks like in the pan. You can see there's quite a bit of kickback there, but it's a soft shadow, and I'll see what it's like in the eye. So I'm popping this through the crease. I've got a bit of fallout now, but I'll wipe that away with a brush in a moment. This is a nice shade. It's just deepening the crease slightly. I'm not going to go too ham with this because I've got some other shades to use, so I've got to pop that on my lower lash line too. It's just darkening it slightly. Like I said, I've got quite a lot of fallout, so I'm going to see how easy it is to wipe away, because obviously I've got my powder under my eyes on, so it should be alright. Yeah, that's fine. So I think sometimes with shadows like this, maybe do them before you do your foundation, or just make sure you've set your under eye so you can wipe it away easy. Or do it while you're baking or something. I don't generally bake because I'm just being lazy, but if you've got time to bake, you bake, girl. So I'm popping this in the crease the other side. This is a really nice colour for this. It's just really kind of giving that gradual blend from the transition shade to a crease shade, and then we'll put a darker crease shade in. So I'm kind of like, not being too precise to this. I don't mind if it goes a bit higher, but the colour is lovely, and I have used this before in the Modern Renaissance, although I feel it was a lot darker or a lot more burnt in the Modern Renaissance palette. What do you guys think? Have you tried this? Do you think it looks slightly different shade? I think it does, unless it's just because I haven't used it in a while. I don't know, it looks a bit more brown. I haven't got as much fallout this side, I must have been a bit more careful. Next I'm going to go in Sienna, which is more like a rusty kind of plummy orange. A rusty orange, yeah, not plum. And so I pop this through the crease. I'm using the same brush now, I've got some fallout. These are very soft, that's all I can say right now. The pigmentation is lovely, but they are soft, so which means like they blend well. You need quite a bit of product, I guess, because it just blends away a little bit. But the problem with that is you do get fallout. But I think a lot of us probably would like eyeshadows to blend easier, so, and it means you kind of get ready a bit quicker because they blend easier. It doesn't matter if you put a little bit too much product on your brush, because sometimes I am guilty of that. I'm sure a lot of us are. I'm just doing my basic kind of look really, like a look that I would always go to because that is what I would wear, so it makes more sense to me. The base eyeshadow I'd use, I'd probably always use these 3 shades at some point, and I'd probably use Mulberry as well, but that looks a bit more wintry, so I probably won't be using that today. But this is a soft glam palette, so all the shades are probably nice and soft. I actually really like it. That's a really like pretty look, isn't it? Like, oh yeah, yeah. Right, so sorry, I think I'm like, didn't say I've ran this under the lower lash line too. I'm kind of being a bit messy underneath because I quite like that. I love when like you can see the orange further down and like the darker the lash line. Okay, I built that up quite a bit, not crazily, but I have got fallout, so let's try and wipe that away again. Easy. I wiped away pretty good. So now I'm going to go on the base of the lid, and I'm going to go in with the shade Bronze. However, to me I think that looks more gold than bronze, but it's a beautiful colour regardless. And I'm just using a brush like this. So this is just directly out of the pan. I haven't wet my brush because I do generally like to wet a brush when it's this kind of metallic finish, shimmery or whatever. And also you get less fallout that way as well, and it's more vibrant, you know. But it's actually good because a lot of them you have to wet to even notice them. I'm literally getting it all over my clothes. This is a really pretty colour. And I feel like this palette would be good all year round because it's got some really like shades like I'm wearing now and wearing in June. But also I feel like it's got really like wintry shades in too. I know I'm nearly finished guys, but I've just zoomed in so you can see it a little bit more. Sorry it wasn't as close as this before, but you've seen what I did. But this is what the eyeshadows look like with what I've done. Just using that blending brush that we first used, just to blend out any imperfections. But I actually think, where's my brush? I am going to go in with the shade Mulberry, which is the kind of deep plummy shade above the black, just because I want to add a little bit more depth. I did say I wouldn't use this, but I'm going to. I'm just going to put it in the crease, at the outer part of the crease. Whoa, I think I put too much on. So this one you don't need much of, and I'm also going to put it at the edge of the lower lash line. I'll blend that out in a sec because that looks really dark. For the inner corner of the brow bone, I'm going to go in with the shade Glistening. I'm going to see what that's like, and if it's not that great I'm going to go in with Tempura, which is the like creamy white colour. Again, it's quite soft, so it just gets on the brush really quick. Ooh, that's nicer than I thought it would be. Look how bright that is. It almost looks like my highlight. Wow, that's nice. And then the brow bone. I look like I've got really short hair. I don't know if it's picking up on camera as good as it is in real life, but does it ever? I'm going to blend this. I'm not putting any extra product on the brush. Oh, that just blended really simply, look. Looks fine. I really like this palette. What do you guys think? Do you think it looks nice? I know this looks quite basic, but I feel like this is a look that a lot of people would wear. And I'd rather use this palette for the first time wearing something that I generally wear on a daily basis, and this is the kind of look that I go for, mainly for night time these days because I'm not wearing as much eyeshadow all the time, but I think it's a lovely look and I think it is suitable for day or night. So I'm just going to pop on some mascara and Too Faced Set and Sex, as always, because it's so good. Look, like, my eyelashes are so blonde. When I put mascara on, it makes the biggest difference. So I'll leave a link below to the eyeshadow palette. I bought mine from Cult Beauty only a couple of days ago and it came really quick actually. But I think this is a really nice palette for a lot of people and a lot of different age ranges as well, because there's something for everyone. It's not too bold or, you know, in your face. There's no colours that won't be used. Like, there's nothing like crazy. You know when you get an eyeshadow and you're like, oh, an eyeshadow palette, and you're like, well, I'm never going to use that. Or it has too many shimmers in and there's no transition shades. Whereas this has everything. There's more mattes than shimmers. Hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 shimmers. I mean, there's 9 mattes and 5 shimmers. And that is just perfect. That's exactly what you need. So that's the final look on the eyes. I'm just going to pop some lipstick on now and I'll be back. So that's the final look, guys. I really hope you... Hi, with my eye. I really hope you enjoyed looking at this palette with me. I think it's gorgeous. I'll just show you so you know which one it is. It's this one. Soft Glam. And I'll just show you inside once more. And I know some of you are going to ask me what my lip combo is, so I'll show you that in a sec. And this is palette. God, it looks such a mess already. It looks quite a mess already. So it has a lot of kickback, but I really like it still. I'm going to be using this a lot. My lip combo is one I have been obsessed with, and that is why I didn't film it, because I'm like, you're probably bored of this lip combo, but everyone always asks me and I'm pretty much wearing the same all the time. Sometimes I switch up the gloss, sometimes switch up the lipstick to another one which is virtually the same colour. But I'm using Well from MAC lip liner, and then I'm using Kim KW Charlotte Tilbury lipstick, and then on top of it I'm using this Buxom gloss in the shade Kimberly. So everything is Kim. But sometimes I use Blonde Ambition from Tom Ford, and then sometimes a Laura Geller lip gloss in, I think, Gilded Honey lip gloss. But yeah, this is the look, and this is the eyes, these are the lips, this is the skin. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think, and hopefully I'll speak to you soon. And don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Instagram. I just love Instagram, do you? It's my favourite. But yeah, I hope you have a great day, and thank you for watching. I'll speak to you soon.